Hey everyone, this is Derek here, and only a few days after the conclusion of the PUBG Mobile Star Challenge Global Finals 2018 in Dubai, we have a new PUBG Mobile Global Beta 0.10. That means that indeed we are not going to 1.0, but instead 0.10, which is the similar naming convention to the Chinese Lightspeed version of the game. It also means that we are actually catching up to the Chinese version. So let's go ahead and click on update, see how large this is, and oh my goodness, it is almost 1.6 gigabytes. So my phone, the Galaxy Note 9, had I think it was 0.95, whatever the latest, the previous beta was. And I'm updating from that. So if you too also had the beta and you want to update to the newest version of it, I'll leave a link in the video description down below if you don't already have the beta installed on your device. And if you do, it's a big one. It's almost 1.6 gigabytes, so just keep that in mind if you're on a tethered connection or a metered connection. But what's exciting about this is that we are catching up to the Chinese Lightspeed version of the game, which many people, including myself, didn't think was going to happen because back in the summer, a few months ago, we were actually falling behind the Chinese version by almost 2.5 months at one point, where the Chinese version had Sanhok, actually had a couple updates into Sanhok, and we were still playing Miramar. So it's exciting to see that through the hard work and dedication of the PUBG Mobile Global team, we are catching up, and I think now within another couple months, we'll be caught up, and we will be getting updates very, very similarly to China. So good to see everybody will eventually be on a level playing field as far as features, and I don't have to go to the Chinese version to show you guys some of the cool new features. So in this update, as we wait for this to download, there are two main changes that were announced, and if there are any more that we've missed or get discovered in the meantime, send it to DerekGReplays@gmail.com if you find something that I'm not explaining right now. Two changes that were announced are the introduction of a new weapon, the MK47 Mutant, which looks pretty epic, as well as a new attachment, a laser sight, which attaches to the front rail of compatible weapons and provides a laser to help you aim easier. So let's take a look at both of those in the beta as soon as it downloads. Alright, so here we are in the PUBG Mobile 0.10 Global Beta. Got it updated, and right away I noticed a change. Well, hardcore mode is back for Erangel. So if you're playing the live version of the game right now, the global release, you'll notice that hardcore mode disappeared. However, right now they're actually polling on the official Discord whether or not it should come back as an arcade mode or as a classic mode. If they do that, I'd imagine they're going to have separate rankings for this, just like they have rankings that are different for third person versus first person perspective. And let them know, be sure to let them know, because your opinion matters. And right now, overwhelmingly, it's winning, where people want to see hardcore mode return. However, return as a classic mode, not an arcade mode, so you can actually gain or lose ranking points through playing it. So definitely let me know about that in the comments down below, what you guys are thinking, what you guys are feeling. And let's take a look at those changes. So let's actually go into the armory first and take a look at the MK47 Mutant, which is an AR. So there it is, right on the bottom. There's the M762, which we just got in global. Now it spawns. You don't have to worry about grabbing it off of a bot. And here is the MK47 Mutant. Fires 7.62 rounds with single and double fire modes. Right, so remember, this guy has single shot as well as 2-round burst, which the Vector also has, which I forgot just because I always use the Vector on automatic. But it has a sight, so you can put up to, because it is an AR, you can put up to a 6x scope on it. You can put any of the normal AR attachments on the muzzle, including the comp, the flash hider, and the suppressor. Magazine, you've got your extended quick draw and quick draw extended. And then you have your grips. And what the heck is that? The new grip, right? What a smooth transition into the laser sight, which we will also take a look at in training mode. And that is put on the foregrip attachment point of any of these weapons, and I'm pretty sure most can use it that have a foregrip attachment point. So something like the M16, that doesn't have one, but how about the M416? Yep, looks like you can use it there. Now remember that you are giving up the potential to put something like a half grip or a vert grip or an angle grip on your weapon. So if you're choosing to use this laser sight, which is going to help you, assist you in aiming, you are giving up the stability afforded by attaching something instead, like I said, a half grip or a thumb grip, and so on. So what else can we, where else can we put it? So we can also put it on the DMRs like the SKS. I'm pretty sure it's compatible with any weapon that takes a foregrip, with the exception of something like the Vector. I don't, nope, you can actually even put it on the Vector. Interesting. So remember, the Vector can only take some of the grips. You can't put, for example, an angle grip on this, but you can put a laser sight on it. So that makes me think that you could put this on any weapon that takes a foregrip. Yeah, even the pistol. So even the pistol, which can't take a traditional foregrip in PUBG Mobile, you can stick the laser sight on it. So how about we jump into arcade mode now, or training mode rather. Maybe we'll do arcade mode next, but jump into training mode and find these weapons and attachments, or weapon and attachment rather, and find out how they work. So the Mutant is a M762, so or a 762 weapon. So let's go ahead and take a look around here and see if we can find it. There it is, MK47 Mutant. Let's go ahead and pick it up. It's actually on the end over here of the table. We also have the where'd it go? There's the M762. So that's the other fairly new one still. Let's grab a level 3 helmet for fun. And there is the laser sight. So let's go ahead and also grab a extended magazine for it. And how about some more ammunition? So I think that will round out our options, and then maybe something like a 3 times. So we've got our sight on it. You can see here that we have the laser attachment. So let's first talk about that, because that's the elephant in the room at this point. You can see here that as we are moving the weapon around, we've got a green laser, like a tracer, that shows us where we are aiming. Now, how helpful will this be? I don't really know. I mean, I could see this being super helpful in a night mode. So right away, that is what I think is the purpose of this, because beyond that, I mean, you can just as easily just ADS, or aim down the scope, and acquire a sight picture. But I would think that night mode might be the exception, especially if you don't have night vision. It will really help you out, but although it will also expose your position. So you know, it's one of those kind of give and take scenarios here where, you know, like I said, if you're trying to shoot, you know, even in a house, I mean, in the daylight, it's just so bright that you're not really gaining anything versus just, you know, just firing with the scope. I don't know. I don't really see it being useful for anything up until night mode. Let me know if I'm missing a use case, but I mean, it looks cool. It looks really cool. So I don't think it affords any additional stability though to the weapon. So not entirely sure how useful it will be in real games other than night mode games. So let's talk about the MK47 Mutant then. You can see here, we took a look at it in the armory before. You have a muzzle, foregrip, a scope, and a magazine attachment point for the weapon. Shoot 7.62, either single shot or in 2-round burst. And that makes you think it's more like a DMR almost, because you only have, you know, 2-round burst is as quick as you can fire it, and you can actually fire it very fast in 2-round burst. It's essentially automatic, you know. So, you know, if we go in, let's actually reload first, and we'll see if we can semi-control the recoil. Recoil is pretty difficult to control. But you can see here, I mean, yeah, I'm not doing a great job of firing fast, but you can see that you could fire as almost automatically, you know, if you're spamming the fire button. So, although, like I said, I don't know, I feel like this weapon would do really well with something like a 6-time scope, and then just keeping it on single shot, because it does the higher alpha damage of the 7.62 round versus a 5.56 or 9mm. And, you know, with a 6-time scope on it, I feel like that'd be a pretty good sniping platform, maybe competing with the Mini 14, although you will have way more recoil than that weapon. But I'm curious. I mean, it's pretty easy to drag down. I mean, this is the first time I'm shooting it, other than I think when I found it in the Chinese game once. But it's pretty easy to manage. I feel like in 15 minutes, I mean, I could get a pretty good handle on it. So there you have it, though, the MK47 Mutant as well as the new laser sight. So pretty cool, pretty neat additions to the game. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. And yeah, definitely just wanted to let you know that the beta is out. I'll leave a download link to the beta. If you already have a previous beta, like I said before, you can just download the update. You don't have to worry about reinstalling the whole thing. That goes for iOS as well as Android. And my name is Derek G, so if you enjoyed the video, definitely give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, consider subscribing if you haven't already for tons more PUBG Mobile content. If you have a future video idea, send that to DerekGReplays@gmail.com. I'll take a look at it. And I hope to see you on the battlefield soon or in my Discord server, which I'll leave a link to down below.